This topic is the eviction process, the lockout. So in the eviction process, assuming the landlord is going to prevail, at some point you will be awarded an order of restitution, oftentimes accompanied by a writ of restitution. The writ of restitution will direct a constable's office or a sheriff to post the order and the writ on the premises, which notifies the tenant that they have typically 72 hours to vacate the premises. As a good courtesy, the notice may also say the date and time that the notice was posted so that they know exactly when they have to be out, and you also in the constable or sheriff's office also knows exactly when they can execute on that order of restitution and actually effectuate the lockout. So when the time comes, if the tenants have not vacated within the time that they were told to, then the constable or the sheriff's office will show back up to do the lockout. The landlord at that point needs to have locks or locksmith ready to physically change the locks, as the constable's office or the sheriff's typically will not do that. What the constable's office or the sheriff will do is tell the tenants that they need to vacate and give them a couple minutes maybe to get some personal belongings, but not everything. It's not the time for them to move all their stuff out at that point. And they'll direct them to vacate the premises and get off the property. At that point you can physically change the locks and take access to the premises. Now, in the rare circumstance that there's going to be a breach of the peace, the constable's office or sheriff's office will probably call the police to kind of oversee this if there's a probability that there is going to be a breach of the peace. But again, that's usually not the case with a constable or a sheriff officer there. So once you've taken possession of the premises, assuming that you had to kick them out, there's probably going to be stuff inside the premises. So at that point you need to post a notice of abandoned property and mail that to their last known address, which more often than not when you're evicting somebody and kicking them out is going to be the address that you just kicked them out of. But state law requires that you post and mail that notice. That then begins to run the time on which we can deem that stuff abandoned, which is addressed in a different video.